This looks really scary.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about... The monster is alive!
Trianne, please hide behind us. Mister, let's do this. As expected, the words black, sword, and cloak, they're talking about the Black Tide.
Still waters of oblivion. All in. Again? Hedge your bets. It's on me. That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Listen to the final song of life.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You defeated it!
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the
Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived.
Trian just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread.
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is...
But what?
But they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still...
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame.
Is this a...
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must...
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many...
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with his...
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, it's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to cheat.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust... Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies during our regular citizens' assemblies. He always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our Flame Chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is, they didn't lend us their
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody... So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be... Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was...
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod. But remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard. They would always save their strength until the very last moment.
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of...
Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
So many monsters.
Memmy mem. Memmy mem.
Stream forth. Gleam of old flame.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the blood. Yes. Most of the doors in Amphorius are sealed using the power.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct... Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision. My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any Rule number 2. Never. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, in a That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, but that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Circe's core flame will reach Akuma before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And now, the objective is complete.
Mister, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. You don't have to take that too seriously. Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case, it is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to provide it that. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. I do not wish to perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Circe's core flame is kept. But making our way there won't be as simple.
All right.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way. Alchemy is truly incredible. No, you didn't imagine it. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are... Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere. Let's go check it out.
Regardless of what you do, a stone...
Mem.
Such a lively little bunny. What an impatient child. Don't you...
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise...
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Bearing your fangs. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the Seven Sages and the Litophagists. Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, the Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has... Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you...
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd... What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, so the solution is to awaken.
Is that the Chamber of Purifying Tears?
You have a good memory.
Why exactly did you bring us here?
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond over there? Water lilies grow there. Initially, Circes watered them with their tears, while Nestia nurtured them. All the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well. Indeed. Could it be that...
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any schemes.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles. Besides, the bow is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the source. You're overthinking things. Although it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you two Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. So, as a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange...
I cannot deny that. Mister, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. Besides, she knows about my past. Even though if you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target, please don't worry. I will promptly
Stream forth the gleam of old
Huh? There are Ichor vessels stored here.
Ma'am!
Stream forth.
How smart.
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her. So this is the golden bough of... I hope that the time...
So lustrous and...
Mem Cal! Mem.
Understood. My apology.
Memmy Bunny Mem?
Is this the legendary golden bough of vows?
We'll know once we test it. There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades. Don't forget to let your friends in on it.
We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal for me and place it into the pool? Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
Right. Got it. O Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you.
Ma'am, Mamemi lit up.
It's just an ancient... So, what do you think? It really is the golden bough of...
That is... indeed true.
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and work together?
Yes.
Great. Then, let's ride the...
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial...
I really can't bear to look at your sad expression. I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny. So, ask away.
Well, in that case, mister, please go ahead.
That's no good.
Let's not get into a game of semantics, mister. I will observe her reaction based on your question to determine whether she is being true. So, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. Well, it's your turn now.
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessary.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid any... Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you...
All right.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
Is that so? Regardless.
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted in the mortal realm by the hand of Shadow. But now...
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there. Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion? Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
forward, gleam of old blades.
Whoa! It's little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy!
Lady Trianne, are you alright?
No, Trianne flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us. Yup! The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that Trianne seems to have... He's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like... But since Trianne was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not...
It seems like Lady Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that? Oh, so you found a survivor! But the golden thread doesn't seem to be able to sense the person you're talking about. Mem! Mem, 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 mem.
Coming and going without a trace. She's such a strange person.
Actually, Trianne also found this. Could this be related to the person you're talking about?
This is a piece of burnt cloth.
branch not long ago. Trian even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off a similar aura. Trian doesn't think so. Because when Trian picked it up, we didn't see anything at all. And judging by the golden thread, the aura seems to be all around.
Lady Trian, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be...
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding?
Stream 4.
Harmony and unison.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in. Spend freely.
Watch closely. Delivering warmth.
Free will, or was it the still waters of oblivion?
Listen to the final...
Watch your head. I hit the mark.
No bullying allowed.
Destined for oblivion.
I hope for an end to
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Stream 4. Gleam of old friends.
vibrating more and more violently.
Everyone, let's be even more cautious.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
There's no one... Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone? That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide? Or perhaps...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind? Is it a very powerful...
No, how should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open up...
But how are we going... Mem, 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 mem.
Sorry, but even I don't know how. After all, this is a secret among secrets that only a select few in the entire grove, and even Amphorius, know. Rather than worry about this, Lady Trianne, did the golden thread react to anything around here?
No. That unknown thing seems to be even farther ahead and higher up.
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows despite having dissipated. If it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends, there should be a reaction. Let me give it a try. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you. Lady Trianne, and even Mem?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here, Emmy! He's about to burst into flames!
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Little Gray, little Cass, I'm fine.
Lady Trianne, what exactly happened?
Trianne and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any mechanisms nearby. But just as they went to take a closer look at that big piece of amber, they were...
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priest...
Memmy. Little
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
It's connected! Let's hurry! Memi is already bouncing around due to the heat!
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades. Storms on the horizon.
Feeling lucky.
The show begins.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison.
Still waters of oblivion.
Tonight. Stars echo.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
It's gone! Hiding the west wind! Away we go! Let's go!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. This is what exploring the cosmos is all about. This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose. Stream forth, gleam of old friends. Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
Oh no, I'm starting to smell something.
Another journey.
Spend freely.
On the still waters of oblivion. Again.
Watch your head.
It's okay, it's okay. Delivering warmth!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Sure, I'll play along.
Underestimate. My song brings.
On the still waters of oblivion.
All in. Hedge your bets.
Easy. only just flew down.
I'm glad that everyone is all right. Speaking of which...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame. To get to the throne at the treetop, gather the embers before you with the golden bough of vows, and present it to the...
Whoa! Where did...
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just now was a true... It seems like I'll really be able to rely on all of you to...
Lady Trienne, how does the golden...
Huh.
Obviously. After all right. Just do as I say. If you're able to pass...
Another trial.
Mem. But we have to go to the treetop to find Nax anyway, right?
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the embers and go confront her. According to Calypso, we just have to gather the embers before us with the golden bough of vows. How incredible.
Mem.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
It's in that case, just off...
It'll be fine. Let's just do as she said.
It's a success! Path has appeared!
All of you have indeed passed the trial.
The sound of a but...
I'll be back shortly. Of course, our promise still stands. But now... it's time for... If the West Wind ever ends, let that be the place. Farewell, my love.
Lady Calypso, this is...
It's nothing much. Thank you so much for your help. Now, it's time...
Well, in that case, I can start. You're actually Cersei's, right?
Mem.
Oh, my. The children... I was wondering when you were planning to expose me. How did you know?
The riddle-like trials, your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to Nestia as your love, and... The head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea, and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was, why did you wait until now to expose me?
Because I did not believe that Circes would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide, and would do us harm. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence. This is the precious knowledge that I acquired during my time at the Grove.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new chance.
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through—
Oh, the reason I needed your help? And just like how you were wary of me, I had to ensure that you were not villains who were trying to get their hand—
Is this threat related to the Black Tide?
Indeed. And it's even more related to that lost item from before. Its owner is a quiet and paranoid hunter who seems to have— As I could not do anything about them, I split my body up and escaped to avoid harm. I bided my time for a chance to seek assistance. Unfortunately, this was not a sustainable long-term plan.
What you mean?
Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the Golden Bough of Vows. And see, as for the last one, it's currently in Anaxa's body, which is in—
What? Do you mean that you're using such a method?
After all, the scholars of the Grove have always been willing to lay down their lives to defend my core flame. As especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate to tear his soul apart and use it to perform a miracle. He trapped all the creations of the Black Tide within the Grove. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be— Of course, this also meant that I was able to conceal myself and remain hidden. Well, that's—
Ma'am! Ma'am!
What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able— Will also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the—
But, Circes, aren't you the reason to—
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god. I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. Once the core flame is reformed, I'll be able to show my hand. Excellent. Turn the golden bough of vows into firewood to reignite the core flame of reason. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
It seems like fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, Trian will protect everyone!
Ahead lies the luminary and also the... Is this Professor Anaxa?
My eyes can no longer see. No matter. All I have to do is to place this body at the core of the array. For the sake of Emphorius. Die with me, Titan.
Cersei's was right. He's indeed...
Who is this black-robed guy?
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Cersei's was talking about. The black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Trian will also protect everyone! Trian is brave!
Mister. Only this time, may death protect us.
One slash. Two slashes. Three slashes are enough.
Who exactly are you?
Dangerous thoughts. The harmony will soon play in unison.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
No dirty tricks. Oh! Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Destined for oblivion.
Torment.
So stars echo. No more time.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
It's coming. Fighting the west wind. Away we go.
Hedge your bets.
Underestimating us. Delivering warmth.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
So powerful. Cersei's was right.
Sure, I'll play along.
Return to
No dirty tricks.
offer your souls to the fire.
Not good.
Reduced to
In that case,
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human. How annoying. Children of humanity.
Don't,
Since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity.
Professor Nexa? No, it's Cersei's.
free will.
Tonight, stars echo. No more time. Is it coming? Fighting the west wind. Away we go.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
I weep for the departed.
That was This is bad.
Century gate, open!
Phew. That was a close call. Thank goodness that we were...
Little... sorry. I know...
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trianne. If it weren't for you...
I feel... off.
Lady Trianne, you haven't been well since you woke up.
All this noise and commotion. Akuma hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you... Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth about the disaster at the Grove, and retrieve...
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core flame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill...
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first.
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress... My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the core flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
You intend to do it without her knowledge?
Do you really think that woman would treat me... treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? Are you going to stop me, Kesterus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still...
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
Hello. And you are?
Hello. If I'm not mistaken,
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't...
Ma'am. Kalinicus passed away a few days ago.
So... did he manage to defend the Grove?
Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Cersei's core flame, at the cost of his life.
I see.
Please let us...
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face. You know, Kalinicus. Even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach. I've been prepared for this.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Oh, hello, young ones.
Are you the father of...
Ah, yes. Did my alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago. What's the matter, young one? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know.
What should we do?
Mr. Fabio.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them.
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama...
What's Dad about?
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city and...
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
No, wait. Lady Castors, did...
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany, and a colleague of your father, Old Titus. A few days ago, your father...
Wait, what? That's no shocker. At his age... Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old... I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come... That bull-headed old man...
That is it. That's all the colleagues found.
Good work, Mister. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me...
All right. I'll lead the way.
Be in awe of Julius.
Let's go back for another soak.
I'm even taller than Keffel now.
Thank you for the food you give us.
Stream forth. gleam of old Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Miss Castoris, my lord, you're back.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to...
My apologies, Miss Castoris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Who are you?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castoris, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know, I'll take my leave for today. That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own.
Please be careful. Akuma isn't the Grove.
Is covered by her golden threads. I know. Don't worry. As I said before.
Mister, so many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akuma, but all of Amphorius. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still... Negador's core flame now sits vacant, and the Black Tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the Black Tide. It shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Mighty will be able to steel his resolve soon. Lady Trebe once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius to repel the Black Tide. But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. Speaking of Thanatos, Mister, you must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. Yet when you caught me in the Grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power, Mister. My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered, what is my connection to... Mister, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside...
love to go in and take a look.
Trian?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. I feel Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared.
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in him and they will keep Trian safe.
Peggy, you're talking like we're little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Trebi will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie, it looks like we will need you to come with us to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the West Wind!
All right.
Yeah.
If the price is...
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this? Is someone injured over there? What happened?
What? Watch out! For the
Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me. Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just been
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's...
This is really bad.
This is all...
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
D, what did you do to every...
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent...
Look, nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Hyugas.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to...
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne...
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike...
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas...
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos. Let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer. What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd, that's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use... Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle comes with unparalleled resolve. The two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens. Shroud, since we can't see what's happening in the competition, what? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character? Was not the long before the dawn of Erechrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion for tens of thousands of years without respite. The two creatures... It fixated on its rival's fleeing... set its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan without understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
Personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair. You are wearing way less than I am.
Is this the latest trend now?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Let me check. The water temperature.
So, how is the feeling?
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh.
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long time ago, then, because of reasons, and in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but Anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate...
Oh, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to...
Lady Treeby!
Something's off. Wait, no. It's not Trian, it's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know. What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you...
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering...
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in...
And in?
And in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes. I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin. Lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky. Just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried it. I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred, and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mightymouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did...
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Ionius, Ptolemy, and Pacesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner, and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Pacesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
And this is the first time I've heard you mention these 5. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the 2nd month of cultivation.
My Deimos, do not mourn.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest...
Idonia? Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of... They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off.
This is perfect. My Deimos, I can find...
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set up.
My Deimos, please, tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense...
Then, it was Pacesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
My Deimos, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But A sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious...
A Kremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock.
Vestian, my dear friend. Spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No!
Farewell, my dear friend.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body. And following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Kratos included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall...
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better...
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any titles.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. And that teacher of yours, Kratos?
Dee, we've got a big problem.
Lady Tribby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trina. She got abducted by Kratos.
Kratos! What's going on?
Mighty Moon. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force, and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
She telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness?
Kratos, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the Flame Chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Kratos. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past? Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Are you done talking? By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the Vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Kratos, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Kratos did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Kratos. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy, that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that...
How are you going to show me something that has...
You've heard about that Outlander, right? He has somehow made a connection with Orynyx, and we will ask for his aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we...
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prison.
Teacher.
Forgive me, young master. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained, just as you did back then.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Achaeman. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the I'm here to finish you, Father.
It's you. The beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. As for you, you already stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. Fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life.
But the walls of Kremnos won't fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp? You and I... Now kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned!
Kratoros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. that you would come.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward, but before that...
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos.
What? Mother threw it in.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
Hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Soul.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repay questions you bring with you.
Fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders.
Yet hesitate still you do.
Because of my people, be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day, for the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I will.
A different kind of Kremnoan.
Mama, I had a...
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But the ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius. What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very... Then there was a bang! Mama, does something that scary...
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into it.
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge, and the divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a but, Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow...
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all...
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind.
Mama? Am I...
Don't be silly, dear.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over to... Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember...
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. Use this.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold.
Wow, that's amazing!
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for... I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hill. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can...
I know! I named this doll after my... I don't remember it all. Is the... Am I... There's strength in numbers! That chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Oh, it's holding a...
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. There's...
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect...
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty.
All right. Then...
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each have...
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back? Was it just a coincidence? Learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both.
Isn't yet.
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super...
Circes also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as every...
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So,
Why not? But, if you...
And... Trinan can do it! She's well behaved. Mama and the others always said that I had it great. But now...
Come, let's line them up.
It's packed full. All the words are blurred out.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our...
Music box?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I... invented it?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so... Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good foot...
Put the doll... It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast. Beheld 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus, creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephali, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, with light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blue converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of...
What's going on?
Oh yes, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close, on the bloodied earth, the living dead but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? The voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. lonely and subdued, and subdued, and subdued, 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 subdued.
What's going on?
Hurry! Run! Trios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? What's this? Why? Why are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivians. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Are we...
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long...
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty.
No.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
The dream itself was nothing. It's just...
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, there isn't much time left.
Perhaps... it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her
You have a point, Aggie, but...
I believe there's still...
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk, now we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So...
What?
After all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still... Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine! Leave it to us. You should rest for...
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Nevertheless, that nightmare is just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Sure.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun. And a peculiar dagger resembling a crest. By the way, take this. I got it from the sneak attack.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched ID's Elysiae.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Emphorius?
It's possible.
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Finon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
Their mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all.
Take a seat. Since I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened, monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone... Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels... For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone, without hiding. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, or Onyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before... Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her. And I see! It's like killing 3 birds with one... But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us. This, after all, it was us who took... We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the... I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an illusion.
It's your call.
Wow, this room is huge! Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning? What are you two whispering about? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite... Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room! It's right over there! Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summon thee. Ornix! Stir up. Something's appearing. Wait. We should read it. Wait. This is... a letter? It mentions something about saffron and... Isn't that... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be... Is it possible that we were already noticed by Ornix and... But why haven't they said a word? Ornix has the whims of a child. Perhaps... Come on. This isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death are two sub-reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Coming! But... What? It was wrong. There's really nothing... I swear! Trian is telling the truth. Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you... We were just lost in our thoughts. What you saw was likely, Yanna's hair. We must have... Okay. Could Ornix be trying to make us falter? But something feels off. Treeby, don't you... What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. Is Ornix really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Ornix. Whoa, Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Ornix disappeared.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even... The second premise is even more explicit. when it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted. It remained consistently focused on
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't they be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has... The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vort. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila... Can you fly?
No, I can't.
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if they do grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses.
Orynyx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are. Treeby, Trainin, come check this out. What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar. Where am I? Little Gray? Snow... Wait... Where's Trian? Is...
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's them. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with the other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide. So I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan!
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan...
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can...
Renan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other.
Thank you, everyone. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akama is current.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also... He is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am. Do you mean... me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikedor, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akama. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Oh, come on!
Such enthusiasm. And by the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is, but that's a problem for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the Council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently the situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you... We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, may Kefali sharpen our gaze and grant us victory.
You mean Mighty? Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is...
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller.
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life, but Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but...
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But...
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. They didn't give up. If you were in his shoes...
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a
solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. He took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones, and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding them. That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, Their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the Holy City. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof. It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world. To shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can... Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior.
Then, Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the...
Aglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. You'll be...
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace. Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still fight. Become king.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
We're almost there.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must have the rest. We'll be up to.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all.
Let's go, partner. Today.
Finally.
In the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Spin freely.
Another journey begins.
Destined for oblivion.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
This world return to the great tree.
Let's go, huge news!
On the still waters of oblivion.
Night. Stars echo. No more time. It's gone. Tiger the west wind. Away we go!
Sure, I'll play along.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Destined for oblivion.
Get ready, Frogs. Can't hold out much longer.
Or maybe I'll take it.
Quiet! I know what I'm doing!
At long last.
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, will be your opponent today.
Long time no see, Mikador.
Harmony and unison.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Spend freely.
Free will, or was it fate?
Destined for oblivion.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Hedge your bets.
Underestimating us will cost you. News! Is it coming? Tiger the west wind. Away we go!
Leads to self-destruction. I am the second of darkness to examine.
Well fought. That was a good opener to the ceremony. Now, we honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death.
May song bring us victory. Resonate all together.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Watch your head. It's time to end this. Heed my call! I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. New God has come to Castrum Kremnos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true?
It's as the Council of Elders said.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't...
It's probably because Orynyx is gone. Orynyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Orynyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't...
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find some... Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
They have differences in... Alright, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships soon.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Orynyx's core flame. So I'll be off.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley out...
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else beside... He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height. All to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul.
Yes, it's Krateros.
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is.
Valorous death before glorious return. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife.
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very sheep. A pathetic killer like you could never understand them.
And crumble.
Good! Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libation. Come! Let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king! For Amphorius!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll?
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is...
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if...
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest. You've returned unscathed, and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration. Hmm.